Okay, so let's start. We are moving to the third practical, and we are supposed to use the BGP router protocol. Okay, so our problem is create a network with three routers with BGP, and each router associated network will have minimum 3 PC and show the connectivity. So here we have shown the layout for which we are supposed to use with the BGP network. So let us start configuring the IP addresses. Let it be a network 1. So I will set 10.0.0.2. The process is same as we were doing in practical number 1 and 2. So you may take it as a revision. Okay. Now I have to connect this router with this network. So I will connect this router. Okay. Now let me check whether I'm getting the packets or not. Okay, it's coming as successful. No problem. Let me check whether it is coming from machine to router or not. Okay, it's coming as a successful. Fine. Now let me do for the second network. Let it be 50, 50.0.0.2 and 50.0.0.1. 50.0.0.3 and 50.0.0.1 and 50.0.0.4, 50.0.0.1. Okay, and then I will configure the router. It will be 50.0.0.1. Make it on. I will go for the third network. 90.0.0.3. Sorry, 1, 2. And here I will set 90.0.0.1. Similarly, I will go for the next two machines. And finally, I will go to the fourth machine. It's 90.0.0.1. Okay. Now let me check the connection from machine to router. It's coming as successful. Let me check for this one. Let it become green. Okay, it's coming as a successful. Fine. So now I want to connect the routers. So simply I will go to the first router. Here I am connecting serial 0 to serial 0 over here, serial 1 to serial 0 over here, and serial 1 and serial 1 over here. So I will place the nodes 10.0.0.1, then 90.0.0.1, and finally 50.0.0.1. Okay. So now I need to set the serial port. We need to set the IP for the serial port. So I will do the required things. it will be some 80.0.0.1, and the clock rate will be 64,000. Similarly, over here, it will be 80.0.0.2, and port number will clock rate will be 64,000. Make it on. Similarly, I will do this for the second connection. So here, for the router serial 0, it will be 60.0.0.1, 64,000, and here I will set 60.0.0.2, make it on. Okay, now here I will set 30.0.0.1, make it on, and here I will set 30.0.0.2, and the clock rate will be 64,000. Okay, so I'm done with the connections. Let me place the nodes so it will help me whenever I'm configuring this network. So here I'm setting 80.0.0.1, here 80.0.0.2, here 60.0.0.1, here 60.0.0.2, here 13.0.0.1, and here I'm setting 30.0.0.2. Okay, so I'm done with the network configuration. Let me check the connection between two routers. Yes, it is connecting. Now, the important thing that I wanted to do is the BGP configuration. Okay, so in this kind of network, you are supposed to specify your neighbors. So for this router, these two routers will work as a neighbor. Okay, so 80th IP address and 60th IP address will work as a neighbor. Whereas for this router, this will work as a network. This will work as a host network. So here you need to specify the host network plus the neighbors. So let us start. So I will enter into the router configuration. I will go to the command line interface. I will go to the command line interface. Okay, and I will place the IDs over here as we were placing for the OSPF. For this router, I will place the ID equal to 100. For this router, I will place the ID equal to 200. And for this router, I will place ID equal to 300. Okay, so now let us start. I will click on this router. I will go to the command line interface. Now just remember the steps. These steps are very much important. If you are in configuration mode, you are supposed to move out from that particular mode. Okay, now your command will start. You need to enter router BGP and you need to specify the ID, that is the 100. Okay, so router BGP and a specific ID. And then you need to specify your neighbor. So for this network, neighbor is somewhat 80.0.0.2. So simply initially what I will do, let me check whether it is taking or not. So I will put 80.0.0.0. Okay, 80.0.0.0, and then I will put remote dash as what is the ID for the router 2? It is 200. So I will enter 200. Then I will enter next neighbor, which is 30.0.0.0, and it will be entered as remote as 300 because its ID is 300. Then I need to specify network 10.0.0.1 and mask as 255.255.0.0. You can specify 255.0.0.0 also. Okay, but if you're specifying 255.255.0.0, then that should be unique for all configuration. Then you can enter the exit. So this is all about your configuration, BGP configuration. Okay, so what you are supposed to do, you need to specify the router ID. For this one it is the 100, for this one, that is router 2, it is 200, and for router 3 it is the 300. Okay, so you need to specify the neighbor. For router 0, router 1 and router 2 will work as a neighbor. So you need to enter the IP addresses, and you need to enter as their IDs also. For router 2 the ID is 200, so it will be entered as remote as 200. And for router 3 the ID will be remote as 300. Okay, it will be remote as 300. So whatever the ID you are placing, that should be unique, and you should not, if that is in particular, means if I'm putting 100 over here, I can't put 100 in any other node or any other router in this network. So this is all about the configuring a router 0. Then I will go for the router 1 or the router 2. I will go to the router 2. You can go to router 1 as well as router 2 also. Then go to the command line interface. Now I'm in some configuration mode, so I will just exit from that mode. Now router BGP, what is the ID for this router? It is 200. So I'll enter that router, enter that ID, and then I need to specify the neighbor. Neighbor 80.0.0.0 remote as 100. Then neighbor 60.0.0.0 remote as 300. So I have specified two neighbors. Now I need to specify the network, and its network is 90.0.1 mask 255.255.0.0. I will put exit. So I've done the configuration of the router 2. I will go to the router 3, which is the router 1 over here, and the ID for this router is 300. I will go to the CLI, that is command line interface. I will exit from this configuration. Then router BGP 300. Then neighbor, it will be like 303.0.0, and the remote ID will be remote as 100. Then NEIGHBOR, it will be 60.0.0.0 remote as 200. And then network 50.0.0.1, and the mask will be 255.255.0.0, and then I can put exit. Okay, now let me check whether it is working or not. If no, then I have to specify the actual IDs over here. Let me check. Yes, it is working with the routers. Let me check for the machines. It is getting failed. Oh, it is again getting failed. So I think I need to specify the ID. So I will go to the router again. Okay, and I will now specify the actual IDs. So I will again go to the router BGP 100, and then neighbor 80.0.0.2 remote as 200. I'm specifying the ID instead of putting 0. I'm specifying the IDs, and you can do the same thing over here. And it is 30.0.0.1. Oh, I just made a mistake. I need to put remote ID as 300. Okay, then I will put a network 10.0.0.1 mask 255.255.0.0 exit. See, I had made a mistake like that. Instead of specifying the ID, I just put 000 over, as we were doing in practical 1 and 2. Now if I would have changed that only, it would have worked Okay, but I want to make sure that it should work perfectly. So whenever you're making a mistake, or whenever you're making a mistake of single line, it is a good practice that you should enter the all the code again, because it's just like a 2 or 3 line code. So it will take just like a minute or 2 minutes. So instead of making the changes, you should write the entire code, so it will definitely help you. So I'm done with the configuring the 100 router. Then I will go for the next one, and I will put router BGP 200. Then I need to check the neighbor. So here I'm checking the neighbor. It is 80.0.1. What will happen if I put 2? Let us check. If I put 2, it will give the error, cannot configure the local system as a neighbor. Okay. So if you're putting the same ID, it will give the error. So you should not put the same ID. So here I will put 80.1 remote as a 100. Then for the second one, for the 300, it should be 60.0.0.1, and then network. Then you can place exit. Okay, so I have completed the second router. Let me check. For the third one, again router BGP. So for first one, it is 60.0.2 and remote as 200, no problem. And for the first one, it will be 30.0.2 and the remote ID will be 100. And finally, you need to put the network and then exit. Now let me check whether it is working or not, or I should have to do any other thing. It is coming as a failed again. Let me check. Okay, let me change one more thing. I will do the configuration again. .30.0.1 as a 300. 80.0.2 is a 200. And in network, I will make a one change. Instead of putting this value, actually it was taken when I was doing the practical for my college, but let me check again whether it is working or not. So 10.0.0.1. Okay, now I think it should work. Let me do the same thing for second router. Exit. 60.1. Okay, it's correct. And 80.1. It is also correct. Fine. Let's go to the third one. BGP3 30. And finally, for the last one. Now let me check. I think it will work now. Yeah, it's coming as a successful. Fine. So this is the actually issues in the Cisco packet tracer. One time it takes as an input, and one time you need to specify the actual values. Okay, it's coming PC4 to PC8. So PC4 to PC8. It is coming as a successful. So this is about your practical number 3. Today with this practical, I also show how to troubleshoot these practicals. Okay, so the first thing you need to configure from A or from the start of the your code. You should not commit. Just see here. Initially, I was making a mistake. Instead of putting the actual IP address, I was putting 80.0.0.0. So if I would have changed that value only, it would have worked easily. But instead of putting that value only, what I did, I changed the entire code because it makes me sure that I'm entering the correct code. What is the second error that I was making? Instead of putting the actual mask, I was putting 255.255 as we were doing for the practical 1 and 2, but it was not working. So I just made a change like 255.0.0.0. So instead of making that line change in that line only, I changed everything. So this is actually good practice to change everything because it's just like a 3 or 4 line code, and it really makes you helpful. So let me repeat. This is the machine 1, network 1. This is your network 2, and this is your network 3. You need to perform the BGP protocol. So whatever we have done in the practical 1 and 2, you are supposed to do the same thing while making the connection, and then actually code will come here. I'm writing, or I'm just placing the code in the chat box. Let me copy this. Okay. So here I'm putting the code in the chat box. You can see the router BGP 100 neighbor. You need to put the actual ID. So before putting the IP address, I need to put the IDs for the router. This router is working with ID 100. This router is working with ID 200, and this router is working with ID 300. So this will connect with 200 and 300 with the proper port. So this is the 300. The connecting port for this 300 is 30.0.0.1. So you need to enter that over here. And for connecting 200, the port number is, or the IP address is 80.0.0.2. So you need to connect that ID only. So here I am connecting those two things. Then I need to specify the networks along with the actual mask. So it will be 10.0.0.1 and the mask will be 255.0.0.0. Similarly, while connecting this network, this will be connected to remote ID 100 and 300 with the port number 80.0.0.1 and 60.0.0.1 with the network 90.0.0.1 and the mask 255.0.0.0. Similarly, you need to work with the router 1, that is router 3 with the ID 300. It will be connected to network 50.0.0.1 and it will be connected to the IP address 30.0.0.2 with the remote ID as 100 and 60.0.0.2 with the remote ID 200. So this is all about your BGP practicals. So now we have done the 3 practicals regarding to the protocol, and you need to make the documentation. So how to make the documentation? Here just a minute. Okay, just forget this image. And in this way we write our practicals. The practical number 1, here you can put a date. Okay, then a problem name. Create a network with 3 routers with RIP version 2, and each router associated network will have the minimum 3 PCs and show connectivity. Now, instead of this diagram, we are going to place this diagram. Okay, you are going to place this diagram, and later on, you need to specify the IP addresses of the machine. So, this machine name is PC-PT-PC3 with the IP address 10.0.0.2. So, in this kind of diagram, if you work with this machine, let us check the ID of this machine, PC-PT-PC0. Okay, this will be ID of the machine name. Click on that particular machine and this will be its IP address. So you need to enter all the IP addresses, including the router also. Okay, here are not included the router. You need to enter the routers also. Later on, with the port ID, later on now you don't have to write these kind of codes. So you can add the snapshots. Okay, means whatever I'm doing, I will do this snapshot. Means whenever I'm setting the IP configuration, I will take the snapshot of this window. Whenever I'm putting the fast Ethernet configuration, I will select this fast Ethernet configuration. I will make it. I will keep it selected, and then I will put the. I will press the screen shot button, and it will take the screenshot, and you can add that screenshot in your Word document. Okay. Later on, now for this practical, you need to make the configuration, that is the RIP version 2. So you need to go to the command line. So that also you should take as a snapshot. And also in configuration, go to the RIP, and also you need to take the snapshot of the each step. Okay. Then in case of BGP and OSPF, you need to add the code. Means now here we need to add a code for the router 1, and beside that or under that you need to write this code which I have posted in the chat box. So in this way you are going to prepare the journal for the practical number 1, 2 and 3. So any query in preparing the practical journal? So any query in preparing the practical journal?